Had some issues with the fuel pump, so I was down for a couple weeks. Unfortunately, that really sucked. So at some point I had ordered a replacement fuel pump, but not an OEM one originally. First I actually ordered one from Quantum, and the quality of the pump and the actuator on the back seemed good enough, but once I installed it, it was leaking fuel like really badly, and I hadn't even turned the key yet, and it was already leaking where the fuel line connected. It was like the little spout that came off the pump was too small, and no matter how much I tightened the clamp, it would just continue to leak. So obviously I can't run that. So this isn't to say that the Quantum fuel pump replacement is bad, but it just didn't work out for me. I don't really have anything to say about the quality of the actual pump or how well the pump itself actually works, because I didn't end up running it at all. It was installed in my garage for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I took it off because it seemed sketch. Oh, I like this road, Jesus. Oh, the road is still terrible out here. This is ridiculous. Okay. Whew. So after all that Mickey Mouse nonsense with the aftermarket fuel pump, I decided it'd probably just be a better idea to go with an OEM pump. So I went online and found the pump, ordered it, and amongst some other smaller things that the bike also needed, like a new tank bolt and some new mirror pads and whatnot for the mounting solution. I was almost gonna replace the damn mirrors because I broke one of the fucking studs off at the little mounting bracket, and I decided instead of spending like $300 for replacement OEM mirrors or $50 on some cheap ass replicas that have just terrible reviews on them, I decided to just go to AutoZone or whichever specific one I went to, and I got some JB Weld, lathered it up. Seems to be holding fine. I of course let it cure. It was sitting for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, so plenty of time to cure. And one of the benefits, I guess, to having the bike just kind of sitting there for an extended period of time, well, 2 weeks for me is an extended period of time, I did end up going through like almost the entire harness, just going through each cable, well, I guess each cable, but each connector, unplugging stuff, cleaning things out if they needed to, looking for corrosion and shit like that. Nothing was too badly off, which was nice to see. I did notice though that the worst one was the plug that connects your voltage regulator to the rest of the harness. One of the lines on that, or one of the connections on that, I should say, was burnt out pretty well. Mostly just the plastic around it. The actual metal connectors were kind of fine, just all gunky and shit. So I went through, cleaned everything up, used dielectric grease on everything that it seemed appropriate to use it for. I don't know what this guy is doing. So before I did that, I was noticing some issues where the voltage wasn't quite where I was expecting it to be while riding around, right? And I had a few instances where the voltage would actually get so low that the dash would restart. The bike would still, keep running. That didn't seem to hiccup at all when that happened. But obviously you don't want your instrument cluster on the fritz while you're riding around. One, it's distracting, and two, that's where you get all your information from, obviously, right? Oh, look at that. Nice open gap for me. Still gotta watch out, 'cause you never know what people are doing, but it's always nice to see this huge gap in the middle. Oh, I'm missing a mirror. Wonder how that happened. Just a PSA out there, if you've never ordered like OEM replacement parts, they tend to all use like the same website template, or there's like two, maybe three different templates that are used, but they all look and work very similar to each other, and they have the same flaws. My biggest grievance is with their delivery date estimations, and they all seem to use the same tool. So it's not, I'm not like picking on any individual retailer. It's just kind of like a part of the industry kind of complaint, I guess. But you know, if they have it in stock, you know, they could probably promise you and like actually guarantee like a specific delivery date and make that. But if they don't have it in stock, they just put up on the website that it's like 2 to 3 days out, right? And then they'll ship it to you. That's complete bullshit, because they have no idea when the part is gonna get to them from the manufacturer. Because if you're not aware, the way these work is, you know, they order parts from the manufacturer and then resell them to you, who ordered the part to begin with. Most of the time they have, you know, a lot of the small stuff they just have in stock, right, in some warehouse. They could just ship it up the next day, and or box it up the next day and ship it out. You don't really know when it's gonna show up or anything like that, so you kind of like order and forget. Usually when I end up actually getting my OEM parts, I have to like go back and look at my order sheet to remind myself, ooh, what I bought. God damn, that's a lot of gravel. Nonetheless, though, the package was eventually delivered, which was good. That was a happy day. So yeah, done some testing and just longer distance riding over the last week or so since I replaced the pump. She seems to be very happy now. Haven't had any issues with it, so feel comfortable enough to start making some content again. Driving around in my car, this kind of traffic makes me lose my fucking mind. Like I start to absolutely go crazy. But on the bike, it's kind of just like a mini game. Somebody crossing? What's going on here? This is strange. Skirt. Hot up. Definitely gonna go get some food. Although I'm gonna go for a sandwich today. Alright, so how many people are in the sandwich shop? Can't really tell. Like no one. Alright, that works. Yay. I am like one of the most impatient people you'll probably ever meet when it comes to food. So I'll like I'll stop at some place that has like a few options for food, and then I'll check them each out to kind of see like how long each line is, which one's going to be least irritating. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm gonna go get some food. Gonna make my way back home. I finally have my sandwich, so everything is a-okay. I'm gonna enjoy the ride home, chill. You guys have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. I appreciate you riding with me. I'll see you next time.